themselves very well. I think it's just a start, and we've been doing so well in the past 20 years, and in the future I'm sure we'll do extremely well, even better than we did before. And this is just an example. Varun, congratulations for the All India first rank. We're extremely proud of you. From all the Sri Chaitanya fraternity, parents, faculty, administrators and all the students here, each and every one of you have performed very well for all the hard work you have done, for all the learnings you have learned in the past several years. Congratulations, we are very proud of you, every one of you. You know, NEET is such an exam where it's a competitive exam, but the level of accuracy that's needed, the level of speed that is needed is like unmatched with any other competitive exam. You know, within a range of 5 marks, there is a difference of tens and hundreds and thousands of ranks as we go down the list. So it is a highly competitive exam for students, and for these kids to do very well, not just the rank. If you look at the marks, the number of students and each of them, the scores they have out of 720, with the 720, 715, 700, 710. So it's just amazing the level of work they have done and the confidence they have shown in this exam. In NEET 2023, throughout the country, we have about 20,87,000 students who have registered and taken the exam. It is about 2 lakh students more than last year. So the number of students appearing for NEET is increasing every single year in the country. So the demand for medical schools, the demand for doctors is also increasing. If you look at the countrywide stats, by 2030, by the year 2030, there is a requirement of 20.7 lakh doctors in our country to be able to serve every citizen of India and to help them lead a healthy life. It's a huge count. And we at Sri Chaitanya, along with our team, our faculty and administrators, we're very proud to say we are contributing a huge number, about 8,000 to 9,000 students or over that every single year to the medical community, just from Sri Chaitanya alone. And given the expansion plans we have and the number of schools we are starting every single year throughout the country in different states, I am sure the number will double and triple in the upcoming years. And thank you to every single person in Sri Chaitanya who is working towards this united goal of meeting those targets and to be able to provide thousands of doctors to our country. In today's exam, the top mark, as you know, is 720 out of 720 marks, which Varun had secured with an All India first rank. The second mark is 715, and we have 3 students with 715 marks. We have Varun and Raghuram, who both are here today, who have secured 715 marks, and we have Shashank. So 3 students, 715 and above 715. So we have 4 students, 715 and 720. So now if we look at the 710 marks and above, we have 14 students, and 705 marks and above, we have 29 students. 700 and above, we have 54 students. And we believe it's an amazing count for 54 students from one organization to score above 700 marks out of 720, irrespective of whatever the rank they get. That means the margin is 4 questions. Out of the 180 questions or the 200 total questions that are given to the student, they have lost only 4 questions, 54 of them or better. So it's an unbelievably good result, and we are quite happy with it. Now if we look at the below 1000 ranks, last year the below 1000 cutoff was 676 marks this year, whereas this year is 686 marks. So but in spite of a 10 mark growth in the cutoff, we have grown tremendously within Sri Chaitanya, and our below 1000 student count today is 109 students, out of which 68 students have scored a below 500 rank. So below 500 we have 68 students only from Sri Chaitanya. And one other fact I want to mention is Varun had studied in Sri Chaitanya Techno schools from 6th grade onwards. So he's done his school journey with us, and also he's done his intermediate with us. So we have a long relationship with him. And when we speak about Varun, who scored the 9th rank, he studied with us from 9th grade to 12th grade. And also Raghuram studied with us 9th grade to 12th grade. It's just an example of students who have been with us for few years. The level of fundamentals, concepts, confidence, accuracy levels, application skills that we can develop in the student becomes much easier, both for us, the teachers, and also the students. The cutoff mark today for qualifying in NEET 2023 is 137 mark. So it is same as usual or about 5 marks higher than before. And another aspect, as we are talking about techno schools, if you look back at 2008, I'm sure all of you are familiar with our journey, all the parents and media who's here. We have started 2000 schools in 2008, we have started techno schools with the aim that a student preparing for competitive exam, coming from different schools, different backgrounds, are prone to more stress and they have to work more in 11th and 12th. But if we have a methodology from early on for students where we can develop proper foundation and fundamentals so the student can spend less amount of time in 11th and 12th with less amount of stress and with a higher confidence level, because they will definitely be ahead of the curve. So that was the goal in 2008. Dr. B.S. Rao has decided to start Sri Chaitanya Techno Schools. And year on year, for the past several years, you've been seeing the amazing, astounding results that have been coming from our school students. And under the leadership of Mrs. Seema, we've been able to achieve those results year on year. Today, 720 is from a Sri Chaitanya Techno School student, 715 is from a Sri Chaitanya Techno School student, the other 715 is also from a Sri Chaitanya Techno School student. If we look at below 100 also, we have 6 students from Sri Chaitanya Techno School. And above 700, out of the 54, we have 20 students who are from Sri Chaitanya Techno Schools alone. So it showcases the concept with which we've launched Techno Schools is helping so many students throughout the country. And we are quite happy and thrilled about it. And we hope to expand that and ensure we have a lot more schools throughout the country in different cities. So more students will have access to our integrated curriculum and our methodology of teaching in the coming years. Coming to Andhra, Telangana, by this year, Andhra has 36 medical colleges and Telangana has 55 medical colleges. And this year we have an addition of 750 medical seats in Andhra Pradesh and 1100 medical seats are added in Telangana, which is a huge encouragement for every student who has a dream and goal of becoming an experienced expert doctor in the future. So overall in Andhra we have 6,285 seats and in Telangana 8,340 seats. And I think this will only keep getting better, because when we look at the requirement of 20 lakh doctors by 2030, we need to have a lot more provision to create these doctors as well. So that means a lot more medical colleges will come up. As you see, a lot of AIIMS institutes are also coming up in the last several years. So this is a huge encouragement. And students who do not get a seat in the first round, in our country, we have a habit of taking a long-term batch and a repeater batch as well. And which is actually great, because that showcases the level of commitment a student has to the goal of becoming a doctor. It reflects their passion, their interest level, how determined they are to take on that role. Because believe me, all the doctors and a lot of parents, Sri Chaitanya parents are doctors also. They are, the level of commitment that's needed. And we've seen our parents as well. The level of commitment that needs to be a doctor, it has to start from now. If you do not have that commitment now, tomorrow you will not become an experienced and recognized doctor as well. So I think a student preferring to take a long-term or a repeater batch, it showcases commitment, and we respect that a lot, we value that a lot, and we wish every single student who want to make that commitment our best wishes and good luck. And we are here to support you throughout your journey. If you look at 2023, from our long-term repeater batch, the highest mark is 695 marks. The student scored a rank below 500. We have several students who scored ranks below 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 as well. So it showcases how much improvement a student can get during a long-term program as well. And last year comparison also, if you see, we've seen students who increased 300 marks, 200 marks compared to the previous year. So I would request and advise every single student who has the determination to take long term, please do not be discouraged. The world is yours, the future is yours. You just have to spend 10 more months working to fulfill your goal without any distractions of board exams or IP exams or other distractions. Now this will be a revision for you, and with that core ambition in mind, we have launched our Vaidya program for long term. This is a very powerful program with a well-designed curriculum, drawing from experiences of students, drawing from requirements of students, where we focus more on physics and chemistry in the first few months to make sure a student is very comfortable, confident in physics and chemistry. We've seen the trend. Students who are confident in physics, chemistry take off very easy and fulfill the requirements in biology. So that is our goal. It's a very good curriculum designed for individual necessities of each and every student. So any student who has that ambition, you're welcome to come to Sri Chaitanya. Our team is more than ready to support you and fulfill your goals for you. So how are we achieving this result? If we look back, in the recent mains exam also, we have an All India first rank with 300 on 300 marks, that is 100% marks. And again today, we have a 720 on 720 with 100% marks. In spite of the competition, in spite of, if you look at the NEET exam, student who scored 715 got a third rank, got a 19th rank as well. Student who scored the same 710 marks got a 20th rank as well as a 78th rank. So the ranking system is very different in NEET because they go by age, they go by subject, they go by application sequence of how they applied. So there are a lot of different criteria that goes with it. But rank does not determine the students. We feel the mark is important. If the student has achieved a 710 or a 705 or a 700 or a 695, they have done extremely well for themselves irrespective of the rank. So congratulations to our Sri Chaitanya students and all the students out there who have done so well. So starting with mains and now with NEET and going forward with advanced, we are here to stay. We are here to prove every single year that we can improve and do better year on year. And I owe it to all the extremely dedicated, committed faculty and administrators of Sri Chaitanya. We definitely couldn't have done without them. And the support of parents we have been receiving over 38 years. Without their support, without their